Baccarat Rouge 540 HATER tries Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe. Yay! That's the video of today. Hello! I don't like Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkidjian, and I know that that is a controversial opinion. I also am on the fence about many things that Maison Francis Kurkidjian has made. Some of them I really like, the other ones I really hate. So I think he's a really controversial type of person. Like, either you love or you hate something, and I can respect that. That's awesome. But also, Baccarat Rouge 540 just doesn't hit different on me, okay? Like, I've tried two different dupes. I've tried Ariana Grande's Cloud, and I've tried, is it Cloud 2.0? Yeah, well, I've lumped those in the same. And then I tried, my friend has like, is it Armaf or Afnan version of Baccarat Rouge 540. A Middle Eastern Baccarat Rouge 540 thing, and I didn't like it, okay? Because on my skin I feel like both turned really weird, a little plasticky, and they smelled like vomit on me. Like, it's weird. Why do I do that? I don't have anything on my hand right now. But hear me out. What changed my mind to make me order a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540? I'm gonna not keep you in the wait. I ordered Lattafa's Opulent Musc, which is known as a BR540 dupe. But what made me choose this, and what made me kind of wanna try it once more, was that BR540 gets so much hype. People say it's a great layerable perfume, and I was like, okay, I never tried it that way, okay? Like, I've only tried it by itself, or like the dupes by itself, didn't like them. And the other thing why I decided to order this one is because people kept saying that it's almost like BR540 but more resinous, more fur resin. And if you don't know me, okay, like, I love resins, I love woods, and fur is one of my like favorite notes. I gravitate towards manly woody scents often because they have fur note. Okay, so I was like, if I'm gonna ever like something Baccarat Rouge-ish, it's gonna be this one. Yes, Lattafa Opulent Musc. So here we are, 2 weeks later after I placed my order, and this baby came through. Okay, so this is Lattafa's Opulent Musc. It is a very beautiful packaging. One thing about these, they come in this velvet box. They're so pretty, and I feel like that velvet is perfect for something Baccarat Rouge-ish, because it's an interesting fragrance. I'm gonna get into it, but it's airy. It's kind of like sitting on it's like its own thing. It's really not, like, you can't categorize it. It's something uncategorizable, is what I mean. And maybe that's why my nose didn't like it at first. So we're gonna try this together. I tried it once before. So I've tried this for a day, just because I feel like that kind of gives you guys more info about it, because then I can describe the dry down. I know it's super important in Middle Eastern fragrances to let them sit a little bit, so I didn't want to go purely on my first impression. That's why I tried it yesterday, and today we're trying it together. So let's open this bad boy up. Okay. So I guess I got sucked in the hype train of BR540 anyway. So here is the bottle. It is so beautiful, honestly one of the prettiest bottles ever. I love the white. It is this kind of iridescent white. Honestly, you can't see it, but to me in person it's a little iridescent. I really like it, okay? So yeah, the cap is the standard Opulent series type of cap. So now I have 3 different Opulents. I only lack the blue one. I don't have the blue one. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I don't like aquatics. But yeah, so let's talk about this a little before I spray it. This one has, as I said, fir resins. It has top notes of lemon and some other citruses, orange if I'm correct, I think. And then it has, was it like ambergris and also ozonic notes or something. Super weird, okay, like, and sweetness. So we're talking lifted, we're talking woody, we're talking maybe like airy, something like that. When you smell it from here, it's kind of odd. Let's try it on, okay? I'm gonna spritz it here. Just one spray for now. And yeah, this is why I tried it yesterday before, because the start of this fragrance is kind of harsh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This to me is the kind of fragrance that when you first spray it, you think you've made a mistake, okay? It is medicinal. Some people have said that it smells like a dentist office. I have to agree, a little bit. There's kind of this chemically feel to it. When you put it on your skin at first, it's almost like too condensed, and when it hasn't dried down at all, those come off real sharp, real heavy, okay? Like all those notes, and I got scared. Like I was like, oh my god, this is that vomity type of weirdness. But not as much. Like I get so much more wood in this than I get in Ariana Grande's Cloud, and I hate that one. It's nasty. I don't know how people like it. It doesn't on me, like it smells terrible. I get this almost with this one. There is, yeah, dry wood chip type of feel to it. Somebody said that it's like, you know, when you have these ice creams that are on the stick, you know, there's like that wooden little stick, like it smells like that stick, and it's perfect. That's what it smells like. But imagine, just imagine like a spun sugar note on top, and then imagine that fir or like pine or something like that with it. You know, it's really hard to describe. It's even harder to imagine what this smells like. But the closest to what it smells like to me is that wooden little stick that is in ice creams, but you put a musky, powdery, kind of like whipped like sugar on top. Like that's how it smells like. It's like sugary, yeah, it's sugary wooden slab, okay? Like that's what I get. But the weird thing is, it's airy, but it's almost ambery. It's almost airy, it's almost ambery, it's almost medicinal, it's almost plasticky, it's almost everything, okay? And it is such an odd fragrance. To me, I'm starting to get the hype, okay? This is fun, it tickles my brain. Now that I like this because it has that fur. I hate the Cloud because it does not have enough substance for me. I like woody scents, and I love anything that's woody. So I think that's the turning point of why I like this. Why I didn't like Cloud, because Cloud is not at all woody to me. Yeah. To me, this is like somebody in the next room used florals, somebody in another room used ambers, and somebody in a completely another room used some sort of like spun sugar fragrance. And you get like small wafts of everything like that. Oh yeah, and in the fourth room, somebody used powdery musks, like white musks. And you are sitting in the middle room, and all those weirdly waft into your nose at the same time, kind of confusing you. That's how this smells like, and that's the closest I can tell you. It's almost like the whole BR540 is, in its essence, it's like taking a scent memory of all these other note structures and kind of like breathing it into this. And it's just a whiff. And I tried this yesterday, and after 20 minutes, and when it dries down, it becomes so pretty, okay? Like, it becomes so pretty. And it is in the sweet spot to me. Like, with this type of fluffier, ambroxan heavy type of stuff, I usually, like, they go overboard on my skin, and I feel like they smell bad. But this, because there's the fur resin and another type of ambery resin, it works on my skin, okay? Like, this is good. It is such an odd fragrance. It feels like your skin naturally smells like this. It's odd. It keeps disappearing and wafting to my nose. And it is an odd fragrance in it that other people can smell it when you go nose blind to it. And it's really heavy for them, even though you can't smell it. So if you try this on, like, it's not a beast, okay? It's definitely more on it projects about this much, like half a meter, but it has crazy sillage, okay? Like, when you walk, like, the scent trail will be crazy, okay? And like, it wafts, and it's long lasting, like, it keeps kind of wafting off your skin sometimes a little bit, but it's not like a monster, it's not anything too much. And I definitely now get the hype, okay? But to me, something about this feels finished, but it doesn't feel like a perfume. Something about it is like almost perfume, almost everything. I think my problem / why I find this interesting now is that it's almost a perfume, but it's not a perfume. That's how I feel about it, because I can place it in one of the categories that I usually like, and it has some categories that I usually don't like, which is weird. And it has categories that I wouldn't ever put together. Like, that's why I think it actually kind of is so popular, because it sits right in the smack dab middle of all the other categories. It's not floral, it's not really woody, it's not really musky, it's not really that spun sugar, it's ambrox, okay? And it's long lasting and it's powerful, but it's not really projecting. It's not a monster. So it's kind of like a powerful little sneaky little bitch, okay? Like, I like it in a weird way. I like this. But is it a safe blind buy? I do not think so. I honestly do not think so. Personally, I'm finding this really nice. Like, I'm enjoying this to the most, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this. And I feel like this is one of those interesting base type of layerable scents that I'm gonna get so much use out of as a base layer. I think because it borrows from so many different aspects of other fragrances, it will be a awesome layerable for florals, awesome layerable for vanillas, gourmands, and it will give everything a little bit of that like woody, dry airiness, okay? Like, that's what I think. Like, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm kind of in love, okay? Like, I'm kind of in love. I would have never guessed that. I tried this yesterday, and the other thing I love about it, okay? Like, it has this journey, okay? The first 20 minutes is terrible. Like, it's too much. It's chemical cocktail. Like, it's kind of like before everything deepens and dries and kind of like melts into your skin and your clothes. Like, I think that this is definitely something you should wear on skin. Like, it works better off skin. But after that, like the mid phase, you get like this amazing sweetness, and you get a little bit of those florals and more of that like lemoniness, but it's definitely a just a tinge. It's like a little fruity, a little fresh, a little fruity, but it's not like, it's just a like tiny bit, like tiny element. And the deep dry down is just this gorgeous, like dry wood, airy musk. And that's where you end up. And like lasting power is 8 hours, okay? Approximately 8 to 12 hours, I'd say. It's kind of hard for me to say because my boyfriend kept smelling it on me when I couldn't smell it anymore. So it's a odd fragrance, okay? I feel like you can definitely go too much on this. Like you can overspray it and then it will choke out the room even though you can smell it. You will get nose blind to it. It's one of those Ambroxan type of things where that's how it goes, okay? So yeah, just be aware that this is an Ambroxan bomb, basically. Okay, next thing that I think about this is like, Ambroxan is one of those fixative type of notes, so I think that this is great for a perfume collector because you can make your other fragrances last longer with this, okay? Because it has that Ambroxan. Like Ambroxan is that weird, almost like molecule whatever note. Like it's a fixative note. So basically like you can use this as a base layer to basically make anything else last longer and have a bit of a more deeper quality to it, okay? So do I like this? Absolutely. Is it my favorite? No, because by itself it's kind of like everything. I don't know how to feel about this, okay? But is it an interesting fragrance? Absolutely. I've never smelled anything like Opulent Musc, Baccarat Rouge, blah blah. It's a interesting concept, okay? This is concept art. You need to treat it as such. You either love it or you hate it, or you're in the fence and you get like sucked into it. That's what I think. But to me, it's a bit of a mishmash of everything, and I don't like that. At the end of the day, I kind of do, I kind of don't. I don't think it's a strong enough fragrance by itself. I like strong fragrances. This to me is way too like boring. That's the only problem with this. It's by itself, it's boring. I think I'm gonna love it as a layerable scent, but I do not think I'm gonna wear it as much as a lone agent, okay? And that's my thoughts on Opulent Musc by Lattafa. And I definitely like this. I like the jasmine in it, by the way. Forgot to say it has white flowers. So the jasmine in this one is not like super indolic, even though it is the kind of similar jasmine to Mugler's Alien, but it's way toned down. Like it's like a waft of that, like a little tiny in the next room type where it's not too much, okay? Like this is not too much. Yeah, it's a ghost fragrance. They should have called this ghost, okay? Like it's a ghost of a fragrance, and that's cool to me somehow. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know what I think about it. Let's be real, okay? What would I give Lattafa Opulent Musc? This is a evolving, changing opinion because I was really taken aback how much I like it. So I think I'm gonna give it a solid 8, okay? Like there's room for improvement, I think, and I need to experiment and wear it more. But like a solid 8, very nice, great packaging, it's really cheap, I really love it, okay? But I'm not sure about the whole formula, if I'm that much of a fan, but at least I don't hate it like I used to. So yeah, I still hate Cloud though. It's way too simple. At least this has the fur resin. Okay, like the fur resin is the thing that keeps me coming back to this. And it's really cool. Really like it. If you find the original BR540 too boring and you want more woody elements and resinous stuff, go for this one, honestly. So yeah, that's my fragrance related video, and I hope you guys like it. Subscribe, like this video. I see you guys in my next one. Bye!